Hi everybody, welcome back to another Steam Deck video, and in this one I'm going to be showing you how to play Rust on your Steam Deck. Now, you may be new to your Steam Deck, or you may be a veteran, but you will probably know that one of the problems with the Steam Deck is being a Linux-based OS. Certain games just don't play because of their anti-cheat, like PUBG, Call of Duty, and Rust. However, if you subscribe to Game Pass Ultimate, or Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, or PC Game Pass Ultimate, not quite sure what the proper name is, you can stream games via the internet, via Wi-Fi, to your Steam Deck, and that's what I'm in now. This is the kind of, it's not really an app. It's a we're accessing it via an internet browser. In the description below this video, I'll link to the Microsoft article that shows you how to install this. It's pretty easy. It looks complicated, but it's not. You just go through it step by step, and then when you fire this up, it appears in non-Steam games. You can stream lots and lots of games directly to your Steam Deck and play them. Now, this is completely reliant on having a good, stable Wi-Fi connection. So in my experience, this works well at home on your Wi-Fi router at home. Doesn't work so well when you're on something like a hotspot from your mobile phone, because you get lag, and lag obviously is the enemy. So when you're involved in this, basically what you can do is you can you've got all the sort of games that you can play from Game Pass, but if you go to stream your own game like this, and you own, this is the important bit, you must own Rust on Xbox, because with all these games that we're streaming to our Steam Deck, these are the console versions. You need to own Rust Console Edition. So let's dive in. Now, this is the first time I've tried to do this on my Steam Deck. I've played like Call of Duty and Cyberpunk and other games streaming them, but I haven't tried to stream Rust yet. And I've got to admit, I'm not a massive Rust fan. It hasn't found a place in my heart quite yet. I'm sure it probably will at one day. I've played a bit of it, but because I tend to play solo, what happens is I build a base somewhere on a server, and then it get ripped down by someone else, and I'm a bit like, ugh. Okay, so first off, I'm just going to go into audio and just turn the sound down. Now, the reason why I have to do that is so that you can hear my voice, but one of the things that you will hear is you'll hear the clicking of the buttons on the Steam Deck. There isn't really any way to go around that. So let's see if we can get into a server. I guess we just click on anything. Right, this might take a while. Now, this is all streaming, you see. This is coming over the internet to my Steam Deck, and we're playing via the Edge internet browser, which is pretty cool when you think about it, isn't it? And it's also a way of having access to a load of more games that are pretty much available at your fingertips without having to install them and fill up your storage on your Steam Deck. I mean, this is a 512 gigabyte Steam Deck with a 1 terabyte SD card I've got into it, but I can still fill it up pretty big, pretty quickly, because games are so large now, aren't they? So this is a good way of doing that. Now, obviously, Xbox PC Game Pass Ultimate. I'm not quite sure what it's called. It's not a cheap thing, and I'm not sure whether I would subscribe to it to purely have this feature. But if you're already using it so that you get games on your PC and your console, then all of a sudden it starts to become, oh, right, yeah, that's pretty good. Especially the fact you get access to so many different games. In the previous video I did about this, where I did mention the fact that, if there's a limited list of games that aren't on Game Pass that you can still stream to your Steam Deck using the Game Pass features, and I'll link to that video in the description below this one. So bear that in mind as well, because the other thing is, I'm not sure whether I would. See, I'm not a big fan of buying games on Windows, PC games on the Windows Store, because I tend to try and buy things on Steam purely because of the Steam Deck, because the Steam Deck's console-like experience means with Steam games, you just fire them up and you're ready to go, and they update properly and they do all this sort of stuff, which is pretty amazing. But I do enjoy playing games on my Xbox console, my Series S. Oh, right, here we go. Right. Oh, wow. See, that is smooth. That is really, really, really smooth. Now, you'll have to forgive me because I am completely rusty at this. But it's looking pretty good. It's running pretty good. Can't remember how to do anything. How do I... Oh, there's me rock. Let's have a wander around. Hopefully we won't get attacked by someone else. So for this to be viable, what you need to have is a stable internet connection. And what happens when it's not stable, you do things like you'll turn, and the internet will be a bit laggy, and the character will keep on turning around. And that become very frustrating, especially if you're in a combat situation. I can't remember how to do anything in this game. There's a little cross gun. Hey, you got a load of wood. Lots of wood. I guess I would probably play Rust more if there was a slightly... Well, I don't know. I mean, the thing about me is that I'm a big DayZ fan and PUBG fan and Arma fan, and that kind of that milsim end of the survival spectrum, where I think Rust isn't quite like that, is it? I mean, I find Rust really intriguing, and the fact that it generates these worlds, you know, automatically and randomly, and you've got all this stuff that you can do. And, yeah, there's no doubt that it's an amazing survival game, and the building in it is just absolutely amazing. Maybe I should dive into it more. But what I tend to happen is I'll build a base on a server, then come back and somebody's totally demolished it. I'm like, oh, great, I guess I have to do that again. Or you get someone chasing after you with a shotgun when you've only got a bow and arrow. But this is running very smoothly, and I can't really feel much lag either. Feels really, really good. So you'd have to check it out for yourself. One of the things maybe that you could do is just subscribe to Game Pass Ultimate for a month. You know, see how it goes. That way you can check out all the games that you want to play, and then kind of give it a go. There's some... Is it hemp, that? But this is hopefully this is looking okay on your screen. Remember, I'm recording this directly onto my Steam Deck using the Steam OS's built-in feature, so you're going to get quite a lot of compression there. It's only at 800 by 600, I think. So if you're watching this on a big screen on your computer, then it's not going to look very good. But if you're watching this on a phone, it probably looks okay. And you're getting lots of compression. You're getting compression from the capture and compression from YouTube as well. Ooh, look. Yum. These bases. These falling apart, are they? Decaying. Yeah, look like there was a big wall around this, wasn't it, maybe at some point? Okay, anyway, I think that's probably enough. I've given you a good idea of the fact that, you know, you can play Rust on your Steam Deck, but you do have to subscribe to Game Pass Ultimate, and you are playing it streaming it via the internet, so you need to have a really stable, good, strong Wi-Fi connection. What do you think, though? Put your questions and comments down below, and of course, I'll see you again soon.